Blackwood Manor stood on a hill. Fog swirled around it. The house was dark, windows like empty eyes. The wind howled. It was like the house was screaming. No one went near Blackwood Manor. They said it was haunted. Liam was a writer. He loved ghost stories. Ever since he was a child, tales of the supernatural fascinated him. He would spend countless nights reading by candlelight, immersing himself in the eerie worlds created by his favorite authors. His passion for the unknown only grew stronger with time. One day he heard about Blackwood Manor, a place shrouded in mystery and whispered legends. The stories spoke of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena that had plagued the mansion for decades. Intrigued, Liam knew he had to see it for himself. He meticulously planned his journey, studying maps and gathering all the necessary equipment. His determination was unwavering. The thought of uncovering the secrets of Blackwood Manor consumed him. When Liam finally arrived at the house, the sight of the rusted gate sent a shiver down his spine. The gate creaked ominously as he pushed it open, revealing the overgrown garden beyond. He stepped onto the grounds, feeling the crunch of dead leaves beneath his feet. A cold wind blew through the trees, carrying with it the scent of decay and forgotten memories. As he walked towards the front door, each step felt heavy with anticipation. The house loomed before him, its windows dark and foreboding. The gravel path crunched under his boots, echoing in the silence. Liam reached for the doorknob, his hand trembling slightly. The metal was ice cold to the touch, sending a chill up his arm. He took a deep breath, ready to uncover the mysteries that lay within. The door creaked open. Dust filled the air. Cobwebs hung everywhere. Liam stepped inside. The air was heavy. He felt a presence. Someone was watching him. Liam walked down a hallway. He heard a whisper. "Turn back." Liam stopped. He turned around. No one was there. Secrets in the walls. Liam found a library. Books were scattered everywhere. The air was thick with dust, and the room seemed to whisper secrets of the past. Liam's curiosity was piqued as he wandered through the aisles, his fingers brushing against the spines of forgotten tomes. He saw a diary on a table. He opened it. The pages were yellowed with age, and the ink had faded, but the words were still legible. It was as if the diary had been waiting for someone to uncover its secrets. The diary belonged to a woman. Her name was Amelia. She had a delicate handwriting that spoke of a time long past. Each entry was a window into her life, filled with emotions and experiences. She lived in the manor. The manor was grand yet eerie, with its antique furniture and creaking floors. It stood as a silent witness to the events that had unfolded within its walls. She wrote about a ghost. Her entries grew darker, filled with fear and uncertainty. She described encounters with a spectral presence that haunted the manor. Amelia called her the Pale Lady. The ghost was a tragic figure, shrouded in mystery and sorrow. Amelia's words painted a vivid picture of a woman trapped between worlds. The Pale Lady was sad. She was angry. She wanted revenge. Her presence was a constant reminder of the unresolved past, and her anger seemed to grow with each passing day. Liam realized that the secrets in the walls were more than just stories. They were echoes of a tormented soul seeking justice. The face in the mirror. Liam heard a noise, footsteps. He turned around, his heart pounding in his chest. The hallway was dimly lit, shadows dancing on the walls. He could feel the hairs on the back of his neck stand up. The air was thick with an eerie silence, broken only by the echo of his own footsteps. He took a deep breath, trying to calm his racing heart. He saw her, the Pale Lady. She appeared out of nowhere, her presence sending a chill down his spine. Her dress flowed as if caught in an invisible breeze, and her eyes seemed to pierce through the darkness. Liam felt a cold sweat break out on his forehead. He had heard stories about her, but seeing her in person was something entirely different. She was tall and thin. Her dress was white. Her face was pale. She glided towards him with an otherworldly grace. Liam backed away, his mind racing. He had to get away, but his feet felt like they were glued to the floor. The Pale Lady's eyes never left his, and he felt as if she was looking into his very soul. He stumbled backward, his breath coming in short gasps. He bumped into a mirror. He saw his reflection, his face pale and eyes wide with fear. The mirror was old, its surface covered in a thin layer of dust. He could see the room behind him, dimly lit and filled with shadows. He turned to look back at the Pale Lady, but she was gone. He felt a moment of relief, but it was short-lived. The pale lady was behind him. Her reflection in the mirror was clear as day, standing right behind him. Liam's heart skipped a beat. He could feel her cold breath on the back of his neck. He wanted to scream, but no sound came out. He was frozen in place, unable to move or look away from the mirror. She was in the mirror too, right next to him. Her eyes locked onto his, and he felt a wave of terror wash over him. The room seemed to grow colder, and the shadows deepened. Liam knew he had to do something, but he was paralyzed with fear. The pale lady's presence was overwhelming, and he felt as if he was being drawn into the mirror, into her world. The face in the mirror was not just a reflection, it was a gateway to something far more sinister.